Oh, fuck. Well, it's Wednesday morning. How are we today? Well, I've got my morning exercise loaded at the fucking wood boiler, so that's good. Checked in everybody. Everybody's doing good. So all the cows are bedded down in Tom Anderson corn stalks, so. Tom, I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Rick Bork channel, where the beer's always cold, language fucking sucks, my shit's always broken, and your opinion doesn't matter. Borkfest 2022 is July 29th and 30th, so come on over and have a beer and have a good time, and you can regret yourself later. I got one that finally stood up. Oh, two. One of them's over there eating hay, but Post Garden's fucking maintaining, and even in the cold, so you. That was Jeff and Luke Strasser, but the chicken coop siding's fucking rocking too, I tell you what. So there you go. Old Blue's running, we gotta go to work. And I'm the only fucking person there this week in the shop, so it's dumb. Let's do it. Holy shit, it works. Yeah, I just realized I've been swapping fucking cards around and shit, and realized I don't have much footage, so we better get into fucking something tonight, because I don't have much to show you in the next few days. So I'm not sure what we want to work on tonight. We could work on service, finishing the service on a 1941 John Deere H, or we could work on finishing the service and getting that thing ready for a test drive on a 1952 Farmall C, or we could work on a 1948 Farmall Super A. Those two are running. That one's not. I think we're working on a 1948 Farmall Super A. All right. Where do I want to start here? Battery. Let's dive into the battery. The battery is a little bit different on this one to change it out. And we're going to try to revive one of the other batteries to see if we can get it to come back. So let's get into it. Hey, JB Weld. I borrowed Scotty some JB Weld the other day, the neighbor, and he replaced the package for me, which didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you, man. So we're going to throw that one up there to cover up the hose clamps. That way we can't find them when we're wall shopping the next time. Went over there to borrow some aspirin, because we're going to try to fucking bring this battery back from the dead. And I read a little thing. Somebody made a comment, and then I did a little research. And apparently if you throw a couple aspirins down each one of these fucking holes, bloop, down in there, it helps to stimulate the sulfuric acid in the battery, bring that bitch back to life. So, Gandhi, and then you're supposed to, this one's been, it's getting a little dry inside, so you should probably top it off with distilled water. That's what they say anyway. How cold? Yeah, it's not as cold as it could be. I had that one sitting out for a little bit. For a hot minute. Go in there. Ha ha! So, this whole distilled water, well, it's a novel idea, except I didn't get any, so. That looks pretty still. I'm going to call it distilled. It's still water. whole beer's good tonight, I tell you what. So, we'll give her a little, bring her up a little bit, hey. Aha! Showing all that low, but then we can pop our caps back on here. These paper towels have been riding around the damn tractor forever. Clean up a lot. I gotta find the fuck did I do with the battery charger? It's over there. Look at the battery charger on this thing and see if we can get some juice back in it. All right, so it says 3.6, so it actually brings up some voltage already. That's a good sign. Now, I know some of these guys say this automatic charger doesn't work as well. Whoops. Go to the charge. That's diagnose. So it's going to diagnose anyway. I want to go back to charge. You got to give it that little minute to kind of go after it there. And then it doesn't show a percentage yet. So that means it's still fucking thinking about it, but we're going to throw some fucking juice to that thing and see if we can bring it back to life. In the meantime, I got to go check the wood stove, and then we're going to jerk the battery out of that, eh? So, do that and go from there. What, did you think I was going to make you sit through another fucking loading the wood stove video for Chuck's sake? I'm not that mean tonight, but I did go load the wood stove, so you're welcome, and I left you in here, so you're fucking welcome too. On a minty side, check this shit out. Says we're at 95% charge. No, for a 6-volt battery, that's not uncommon. It's been on there for a hot minute, because like I said, I went and loaded the wood stove, and now I'm drinking water, so. Woo! You know how that night's been going. Like that. So I guess the next step is to jerk that bastard out of there and see if we can put that bastard in that box, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm getting a little sidetracked and distracted here, but we're gonna take a little bit of the battery, the electrical, and all that on this tractor. I already know is intact. I've used the thing before, so I'm not worried about any of that. So getting the battery in there, that thing can sit and charge for a while. It says 95%, but I'm gonna let it sit and fucking do a little maintenance on it, see if it, because chances are those aspirin are gonna take a little time to dissolve. Fuck, I don't know, whatever. But if you recall in a video, in the walk around video on this, she's got some major steering play. That doesn't do anything as far as steering goes, and it can be a little bit of a handful going down the road. So we are gonna crack that end cap loose and pull that off and take a look in there and see what we got going on. If we got excessive wear, we need to do some adjusting, what have you. So when I went through the manual, there wasn't much for an adjustment procedure. You kind of line it up and it is what it is. So we might be getting into some excessive wear issues, so we're going to dive in and find out. Okay, 1.25" socket fits on there. The end of it's been a little wing-ding, so it fits on there a little crooked. We're gonna drain pan here to catch anything that might come with it. Which there isn't any. It doesn't look the most pleasant. Ew. So I guess what I'm looking for here is, now it says, manual says you can actually take that shaft out this direction, but so if we take this nut off, we should be able to slide the bearing out and then get a good look at the gears, see if how worn we are and all of that happy stuff. So I'll grab some more tools, we'll dig that cotter pin out of there, and we'll see if we can take a look. Okay, to make it easier to get to the end of the shaft, take and rotate the steering wheel clockwise. It drives the shaft out past the gear. I like using side cutters for cotter pins. Y'all can use whatever you want, but it just works for me. Conventional pliers and vice grip, they don't seem to have that bite that you need to get a hold of them bastards. Of course, now that I say that, this one's gonna fight me the whole fucking way, but whatever. There we go. You can do that with it. Perfect. We will set those parts up there along with that one, because that's what we have the workbench for. I brought a crescent wrench over here. No, I did. What did I do with? Put it in my pocket. No worries, it's just been one of them days. Prevent that from turning. Vice grip or pipe wrench on there will work. So let's get one of them. What will we like to use? That'll do. Piss on it. Where are you going? You gonna sit and watch or what? Passing out there? I don't think the shaft should be overly tight here, or the nut, but I might be wrong. Oofta. Not backwards thread or some shit, is it? I wouldn't think so with a cotter pin in it. Oh, good Lord. Okay, size is that. We're gonna have to get some real tools now instead of my little fucking crescent wrench. Don't make fun of me. I do need to get my other bigger stuff down here too. 1.125 ish. Yeah, you can put that son of a bitch away. Sure, why not? Okay, try the 1/2 inch ratchet, see if she'll move. Why would it be that fucking tight? Let's look at the end here. I want to look close at the end here and see if it's a backwards thread or some shit. Otherwise, we're gonna go to the fucking impact. No, that's right hand thread, so it needs to come back off this way. The bearing feels good. I'll give it that. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I went through the fucking phase of the yawns earlier. Son of a bitch, I got the, I don't know, for about 15, 20 minutes. Fuck. Thought I was ready for bed, and then that shit happens, though. I get that once in a while. I get it fucking getting the yawns, and then I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'll just go in and go to bed. And then by the time I go in and get my boots off and take a shower, and then I'm fucking wide awake for the rest of the night. Or half the night, anyway. Fuck it. May as well just sit out here and deal with it. There we go. Woo! It's got a lot of heat in her, too. A little friction fit on that. Again, the bearing feels good, but the inside of this fucking gear is not looking the most pleasant. I mean, it's greasable, so to be expected, but yeah, I still can't see much. Boy, it sure, once you get down to this end, it's a hell of a lot tighter, I can tell you that. So that pretty much gives me the indicator that the fucking shaft is worn. Now, the only way I can get the shaft the rest of the way out is to pull that steering wheel off, and then you can take the shaft down and out. So looks like that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, steering wheel nut, same size as the other end. We'll lay it there on the seat, and we're gonna have to come up with a puller, because I'm certain that son of a bitch ain't gonna want to come off there. So we'll figure out what we're gonna use for a puller, and I'll bring it back. All right, so I got this pretty sweet 2-jaw puller set from Mac Tools. I thought my 3-jaw puller was here, but it must be at work, because that's usually where I use it. And at this point in life, I'm not buying another one. And if I need it that bad, and work is only 7 miles away, but this, I believe, will work. So we're gonna get her set up here. We don't need to go on a very large span. Something in this nature will work. Pins. Push through there. This side has a flat on it to keep it from spinning and interfering with the threads on the forcing screw, which is kind of nice. A lot of your cheaper pullers don't have that. So this nut, you definitely want to snug that up, and then you use that off there to make sure that this can't twist and interfere with the threads on your puller. We can go with the short forcing screw for this application. So let's go get this put on there. Okay, so this shaft, the steering shaft, does not have an end countersunk into it, so we're going to want to try to be pretty precise with our puller here. Oh, look at that. And just by hand, I'm able to crank that son of a bitch off there. I think we can back that off, take our puller off, and we should be able to get the steering wheel the rest of the way off the shaft, like that. And we got to remove the cotter key from that shaft so it'll slide through the guide. We might, and I say might, yep, be able to walk it out with our side cutters. And there we go. We'll set that on the floor pan here. And we're going to put this away because obviously we don't need to pull the steering wheel again. And otherwise, I know me, and it won't get put away. I'll admit it. I can own my shit. Perfect. There. Now let's get back to looking at this tractor, shall we? Okay, so I suspect that now we can go ahead and push this gear out, or this steering shaft out. And now we should be able to get a good look at the wear on this. Oh, let's grab one of these lights here. Grab a rag. And take a look here and see what we got. Let me see if I got room to get this shaft all the way out. And we do. All right, let's get some light back up here now on the table and see if we can see what's going on here. They can look at this, and yeah, there's a little bit of wear there, but nothing excessive. There isn't something that constitutes a big free spot in the steering. So the steering shaft isn't it. That means we gotta dive into this. Oh, come here. And chances are we got worn teeth in that steering box. Usually one or two or what have you. Oh no, it's right there. See that? We just found it. So the gear is loose on the shaft. That's our play. So either way, we got to dive all the way in on this thing now, because we got to get into the steering box on this and then get the gear out of it. So things are far, far from over on fixing the steering on this thing, but that's okay. That's what we are here to do. You can see an older braze repair on that pinch bolt too. This one's been used. It's got some hours on it. It hasn't had the prettiest life, but we are going to get it back tight and right and field ready. No paint. We're going to leave her in her working clothes, but everything on it's going to be mechanically correct. So we got a long ways to go on this thing, guys. I don't know if we're diving into anything else, but if not tonight, we will later on. If you guys like what I'm doing, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, get my notifications. Memberships are down there if you want one, and I do appreciate it because it helps us do this stuff on the channel. We'll see you guys again next time.